Alrighty, what is up guys, Player13FOC here, bringing you the patch notes for version 0.7 of the Heroes of Gaming beta. Okay, going into this, I'm going to try and make this kind of quick as it is a major update and I don't want to waste everyone's time. If you have any questions about the changes in this version, feel free to leave them in the comments section, but I'm going to try and make this real quick. In 0.7, we have a total of 5 new heroes: Rasta, Arthas, Sephiroth, Ashe, and Mordekaiser. Starting off with Rasta, we have a ranged caster-style hero who excels at crowd control and pushing the enemy base tower. Rasta's C is an AoE hex spell. Rasta's Q is a forked lightning-style spell that scales off of his agility. Rasta's W is a channeled single-target stun that again scales off of his agility. Rasta's E instantly kills any unit below a certain amount of HP inside of a large area, and Rasta's R summons 10 Serpent Wards. Next up we have Arthas the Lich King. Arthas is a strength-based melee hero who relies on summoned units for farming and pushing. Arthas' C allows him to summon skeletons, ghouls, or abominations at the cost of mana which he gains after every kill based on the level of the dying unit. Arthas' V allows him to toggle between the different summons available from his C. Arthas' Q allows him to slow the target of his next auto attack as well as deal damage in a cone behind the unit. Arthas' W, after a short delay, stuns and damages all enemies in a target area. Arthas' E grants Arthas a temporary aura, greatly increasing HP regen and movement speed of all friendly units in the area. And Arthas' R calls Saphirian to stun and deal heavy damage to all enemies in a target area. Third on our list, we have Sephiroth, a ranged-ish, agility-based mobile ganker. Sephiroth's V spell is a blink on a low cooldown. Sephiroth's Q fires 6 line nukes toward a target area. If any enemy heroes are hit with one of the line nukes, Sephiroth may press Q again to leap to the target, stunning and dealing damage to the target. Sephiroth's W is Octaslash, a single target nuke and stun. Sephiroth's E creates a ring of fire around Sephiroth, dealing damage and forcing enemies further into the ring as they take damage. And lastly, Sephiroth's R channels on a single target for 2.5 seconds, dealing massive damage to the target if the channel completes. Mordekaiser is a tanky, late-game oriented caster. Mordekaiser's C, Iron Man, causes him to leech 1% of magic damage done as mana, which can be used as a mana shield. Mordekaiser's Q deals damage in a cone in front of the caster. Mordekaiser's W empowers his next auto attack, dealing damage based on his strength and briefly stunning the target. Mordekaiser's E deals continuous damage around the user based on his strength, and Mordekaiser's R deals a large amount of damage over time to a single target, and should the target die during the effect, Mordekaiser is granted a ghost of the target for up to 1 minute. Lastly, we have Ashe, a strength-based melee hard carry. Ashe's C charges a set distance in a target direction, stunning and dealing damage based on his strength. Ashe's Q deals magic damage around Ashe on each auto attack. Ashe's W is a single target stun and nuke. Ashe's E increases all physical damage done by Ashe by 50%. Ashe's R is a transformation, gaining increased armor, strength-based damage on your auto attack, and access to the spell Rending Saber. Rending Saber stuns and deals large amounts of damage to all surrounding enemies over 5 seconds. Up next, we have several new items added in version 0.7. Firstly, we have the Triforce of Wisdom, Power, and Courage that combine into the completed Triforce. Triforce of Power grants strength and attack speed as well as the slow on each auto attack. Triforce of Courage grants agility and damage as well as crit chance. Triforce of Wisdom grants non-primary stat as well as causing your next auto attack to deal increased damage after each spell cast. And completing the Triforce grants everything that the individual parts gave with improved effects. Each of the Triforce pieces also has an alternative item to be built into if the completed Triforce doesn't suit your hero or playstyle. Triforce of Power can be built into Frozen Mallet, increasing the HP as well as granting improved slow on each auto attack. Triforce of Courage builds into Phantom Dancer, improving upon the stats as well as granting a movement speed boost. And Triforce of Wisdom builds into Lichbane, improving its non-primary stat, and causing the next attack after each spell to deal damage based on your non-primary stat. Boots have seen a lot of updates in this version, including redone Combat Greaves and 2 brand new boot options. Combat Greaves now grant an additional 10% damage to all physical damage done by the user. The new item Sorcerer's Shoes gives a non-primary stat as well as increasing all magical damage done against other heroes by 10%. And finally, Plated Greaves grants armor and a chance to block 75 damage of each attack done to the user. Lastly, on the new items, we have Staff of Rejuvenation, which upgrades from the Cleric Scepter, greatly increasing the stats from the Scepter and allowing you to attack allies to regenerate their HP. And lastly, we have general balance and gameplay changes. Cloud's Omnislash has had its cooldown increased by 20 seconds at all levels. Mewtwo's Psychic has had its damage increased by a whopping 10 damage at all levels. Tacidar's Morph Archon is now instant but no longer decreases its cooldown at higher levels. Shadow's Chaos Spear has been remade to fire 10 spears at all levels and deal 45 times the level of Chaos Spear per spear. Lastly, on the hero changes, we have Zero's Rikoha, which now stuns with each beam but deals less damage overall. The collision size of Heartless Creeps has been decreased, as well as gold given by them increased, improving spell-based farming. The EXP system has been fixed, greatly decreasing the lag when killing a large number of creeps. And lastly, the damage of base towers has been lowered slightly to support more aggressive gameplay. Alright, that about wraps up the patch notes for this version. Again, sorry for the delayed release of this version. Unfortunately, I do have real-life things that go on. I know for y'all I exist purely on the internet, and me having real-life problems is just like mind-boggling, but hopefully in the future we will have versions coming out slightly faster than every 4 months, something like, I don't even know how long it's been. Too long, way too long. And I won't just be dropping like 5 heroes in one version and like a million items. I'm sure the next version is just going to be me patching up all of the new stuff that I did and be like, yeah, okay, this needs to be toned down a little bit and whatnot. But yeah, I do apologize for that, and hopefully I didn't go over this too quickly, but I had so much to go over and I didn't want to bore you guys, and I didn't want this video to take like 3 weeks to put out, right? Because then we're just delaying the release again. So this seemed like the most reasonable thing to do. So thanks everybody for watching. Hope you enjoy playing it. Peace out.